What is up guys, this is Vincener, and in this video I will guide you how to beat the new 7-star Terra raid BLAZIKEN in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Without further ado, let's get into it. If this is your first time in this channel, please do subscribe as it will help the channel grow. I would definitely appreciate it. Anyway, back to the video. So this 7-star Terra raid is going to go live on January 12th, Friday 9 o'clock, and it will be until the 14th. Then the second run will be on January 19th and it will end on January 22nd. Now before I show you how to beat the unrivaled BLAZIKEN, we'll talk about its possible build. So the Terra raid that BLAZIKEN will have will be flying. BLAZIKEN has two possible abilities. They are Blaze and Speed Boost. I personally think they will only use Blaze for this, as Speed Boost might be a little too much, but who knows. BLAZIKEN can either be a physical or a special attacker, but most likely it will be physical as it is the highest base stat. Its special attack is 110, but the physical attack is 120. Now if you're going to ask for the best type of attacker you should use against it, you can use both physical and special, because both BLAZIKEN's defense and special defense base stat are the same. Both are 70. Now the possible moves it can use are the following. For the physical, we have Aerial Ace for the Terra type stab, we have Blaze Kick for the Fire type move, then we have Earthquake, of course to counter Rock and Electric types. As for special attacks, we have Aura Spear for the Fighting type move, then we could have either Fire Blast, Flamethrower or Fire Spin. For the status moves, BLAZIKEN might have Detect, Bulk Up to raise its physical stats, then Feather Dance. So that is the possible build for BLAZIKEN. Now let's talk about the best possible counters. My number one is none other than Rotom Wash. This is an electric water type Pokemon. This Pokemon doesn't have any weaknesses from BLAZIKEN's moves. And what I love about this Pokemon is its ability Levitate. It counters ground type moves. Aside from that, it has a decent base special defense and defense stat. Both are 107. And its special attack is 105. This Pokemon also has a lot of great moves against BLAZIKEN. I personally feel this is one of the best Pokemon to use against it in a solo setup. I came up with two sets of moves we can use depending on the scenario. If BLAZIKEN doesn't have the Speed Boost ability, the moves that I suggest are going to be Thunder for our staff move, Rain Dance to increase Thunder's accuracy. At the same time, this will weaken the Fire type moves of BLAZIKEN. We can also pick Reflect or Light Screen to raise our defensive stats, depending on what type of attacker BLAZIKEN will be. Then lastly, Nasty Plot for us to raise our special attack stat 2 stages. Now if in case BLAZIKEN has the Speed Boost ability, these are the best moves from me. First is Electro Web. This is going to be our staff move. Also, every time we successfully hit BLAZIKEN with this move, its speed stat is lowered. Second move is Thunderbolt. This is an alternative stab move. Third will be Reflect or Light Screen. Again, this will lessen the attack damages of BLAZIKEN. And lastly, Nasty Plot. Again to raise our special attack stat 2 stages. Second Pokemon is Thundurus. This is an electric flying type Pokemon. That means we are already safe with ground type moves. The only type of move we should be worried about is Rock. For this build, I suggest that we choose the Therian form for us to get the 145 special attack base stat. Now our ability won't matter that much, but I think Thundurus can still manage for this Terra raid. If not solo, perhaps in a group setup. Anyway, I came up with 2 sets of moves, again depending on the scenario. If in case BLAZIKEN doesn't have the Speed Boost ability, the moves I recommend are Discharge, Rain, Thunder, and Nasty Plot. Now if it has Speed Boost ability, the moves are the same except for Electro Web. Third Pokemon is Miraidon. Miraidon is an electric dragon type Pokemon. Just like the others, ground type moves are the only thing to watch out. Anyway, we already know that this Pokemon has an incredible ability and outstanding stats, given it's a legendary Pokemon, and we have already used this for Terra raids many times. So let's get down to the moves right away. we have Electro Drift for our stab, Parabolic Charge for our HP recovery. Then we can also pick either Reflect or Light Screen to lessen the attack damages of Blaziken. And lastly, we have Metal Sound to harshly lower the special defense stat of Blaziken. Fourth is Raging Bolt. This is an electric dragon type Pokemon. Its only weakness against Blaziken is also ground. Raging Bolt might be only good if he uses in a team setup, as it doesn't have HP recovery moves. Anyway, our ability is Photosynthesis. This will increase our highest stats, which is special attack, by 30%. Now as for the moves, we have Rising Voltage for our stab, Electric Terrain for us to double the power of Rising Voltage, Sunny Day for us to activate our ability Photosynthesis, then Calm Mind to raise our special attack and special defense by 1 stage. Fifth and final Pokemon is Bellibolt. This is a pure electric type Pokemon, so the only weakness is ground. Its ability Electromorphosis will boost our electric type moves every time we take damage. I have also come up with 2 sets of moves depending on the scenario. If Blaziken doesn't have the speed boost ability, the moves I recommend are Discharge, Electric Terran, Acid Spray to harshly lower the special defense of Blaziken. Then we could also pick from either Reflect or Light Screen. If in case it doesn't have the speed boost ability, the moves I recommend are the same, except again for Electro Web. So that's it guys, those were the possible counters and my personal recommended builds for the new 7-star Terra Raid Blaziken. Just to remind you that these are not yet final. We might need to wait for the Terra Raid for us to know what's the best Pokemon and what's the best build. So I'm just really giving you ideas. If you have any other recommendations, let me know in the comments. Anyway, I hope this video has helped you a lot. If you enjoyed it, please do leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more awesome videos like this. Vincener here, see you next time. Take care.